and then any kakra about media freedom of speech under this current government, Oko socials no so am for din komo de nipa bi kan say as aban we ba so no freedom of speech na ya limited o kasa kra na de be china you be arrested any ade ebia currently there's this lady or no abanyama no na se mra na kire no ama no a whole year in custody or them they be can say normal if can say as aban we time na ama de won so do. But I see say every government even be it is if you're not for the government na o cassette no insult in the left, right, and center. And if you ask me, I see say a normal. If I'm not for the NPP, not some NDC near, I will criticize the government. But so which way I may be criticizing it? I think the constitution can say may express it, my opinion on certain issues. Why should I be arrested? I didn't say watching because Bibi Nkoye and Amako can once a minute. Maybe when they say a normal.
Okay. Nana, you know what you are doing. One may ask. And then creating freedom of speech.
Express your freedom.
Exactly. So I said you did kind, Ghana Constitution, 1992 Constitution, Article 21, Section A. Ama Ghana ni bia ho kwan. Say obetumi express no ho. Na baby o freedom of speech na end no mede shall see fi ho.
Okay.
I don't know whether I'm making sense.
Louder one.
Baby o freedom of speech no end no mede no shall see fi ho. Inti no Ghana Constitution ama Ghana ni bia ho kwan say otumi express no ho. When say o question no be say baby say to some limit. But Constitution no unlimited obia about freedom of speech. You have every right to express yourself. It has no limit. Anything that make us say, baby, I would this, It means that there's no limit to freedom of speech. And the fact say Constitution will be a Hong Kong interest as sebe to make us to borrow a brophone words and by heart.
By heart, not by the brain.
To make us by heart. Also, Kasa would nyansa etoko. Now, Okase abayin, NDC abayin. I say one achichero nipa freedom.
That's the notion out there.
Yeah. It's a perception. But guess what? Perception is as real as the truth.
Okay.
Obibi unkofo perceive fa hono. Chances are that 90% no carry.
Okay.
Enti fachemio. The free BBC say it is a freedom of speech in Nambabe's statement and this very tribe should not take it personal.
Okay.
What is say? No. Unya who say kroboni baako.
Yeah.
Wakobo igwaman. Interest krobofu nyina ye igwamanfo. I don't know whether I'm making sense. Okay, say young musician, nyina ye penasem sa akode for numbi. Eka say okay,
there's a kroboni ahene da na sing.
Aha.
Odi igwamanga bonidua.
Wọ́n say nyame na meka yo. Yes akode
nyame na. Yeah.
Na tuhwema interest say ntam say then ahene da wase a uyo gwamanfo interest enti no one bibia o before say bia it makes sense to you no might not make sense to me. It doesn't mean say I'm curtailed from expressing my opinion. The Constitution gives everybody the opportunity to express their opinion. Na make us say also the nyansa eto. Now let's come back to NDC abang. Before NDC abang na MPP abang na wo ho. Won be the 8 years. Yetete nsem bebre course. But when who was lawyer as the president, and I'm referring to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, or a lawyer, human rights lawyer, okay? When you have a lawyer as the president, and then current president, John Mahama, or a historian.
Okay, so we're a lawyer, we're a historian.
Historian, and you have a historian as a president. Hinna nausha. And I'm not doing any comparison, but for the sake of Sankomoya Yedi, I want us to do that comparison. Hinna nausha, I was sanka, or uphold the constitution, when it comes to freedom of speech.
Let me say His Excellency, the former president.
A lawyer president, yes, okay.
President Nanado.
And a historian president.
David.
But what did we see under his term as the president? And Profu Bebre Ghasa was a boy. One can ye Obeka famous man can ye kura. I don't know, and then freedom of speech at home, but then I had to borrow
this word.
One may ask, say, I didn't know car,
one may ask,
where the Agama lizard. Like you said, the lawyer president should uphold constitution, you know,
which he didn't.
Yeah, to some extent.
Okay.
I mean, say, Nipa, and he will fall short of certain things. I'm sure if you meet the former president and then another down corner beside this, and then pa na ekoswa na bang no oje di say wanye ne yie kra obeka chiro say eka hu bi achiche no akachu we are say we akasa yenkoche no yenhunu ne kakra. They were abusing it.
Okay.
Maybe an president or no in his capacity as president, but one would try to who is she no. Or says no one crowd arrogate one some powers be maybe essence say the president always gets a dance on the name one thing. Only the akoso. But to be obeyed say so the problem MIN. Now coming back to His Excellency current president, and it's a perception. Some of them are real, some of them are true. They actually be one dance. They are and they be one dance. Obey, almost what teaching Grofu Bebre, because in his make us say what teaching Grofu Bebre, it is not him, the president, but of course, the government, you know,
like the NPP government did.
Like the NPP government did. They're also doing the same thing that they complained about. His Excellency Nanado Dankwa. On the Baumia government and on the vice presidency can home. Kufuado Baumia government and the way and we be na President Mahama on the Jenna no Pokwa my government and worry. And guess what? The same thing now war can against and no na waba worry. And then now in opposition, you know, once worry can and the citizens are also feeling the heat. Because freedom of speech, yes, a constitution say everybody, whether social media, the new media, and social media, print media, and electronic media, we express our opinion about something which is happening in the country. We still have that liberty to express our opinion. But who say freedom of speech, where it ends and the mind begins there, there's no limit.
So now the problem becomes say, Nipa, you're expressing your freedom of speech, you know, the insult aspect of it. Is it wrong? Maybe that's how I choose to express my anger. Maybe how me me say me boom. And it's a you need for no pennies in my partner was a messing up one of us here. Man can me who say my expressing me anger enough. That's where the problem is. That's where the arrest come in. Because this lady I survey 1 year, woman recently, according to another videos, now the current government those who were seeing in tree or your cronfo, to say and all that. I hope say amount for and when you say so insult now on the sitting government, you know. And on warranting arrest her and lower them in. Now, like when I was introducing us on this show, no, there are individuals they also do the same thing. They're in front of the camera, they insult, and these people are walking on the street.
Yeah.
It's a global village. These guys will do you can arrest the person.
No, maybe I'll okay, kako.
So why I didn't know what Chilibino no one Chilibino.
Make us you know what I'm talking about.
Those in charge of the arrest.
So what happens is that I would say Ghana, the culture, the BS culture entity na yede ama as Ghanaians no din say ubehwe peni ase ne kwasia din say ubehwe peni aka chen so nim nyansa din say ubehwe peni aka chen ne say oyokwapai din pa and it's the culture. So the but guess what? You reference MPP ni obi a okotena TikTok oka say president here then okay.
Also we're seeing entry and all that.
Odidi na tem ni ade. But then the question is ne right to say or so can na ubisa me a make her say ne right because she's expressing an opinion as to whether the president did or did not. It's another subject you be do now what happened, it's not criminalized. One criminalizing no make an NDC abang.
Okay, so what the lady did, any criminal offense?
It's not a criminal offense. You can sue the lady in court, but we're a civil case. A civil, pure civil case. Did the president do what the lady said he did? The answer, we can't say yes or no. Obiano has to go to court and prove it, say or and I say otherwise. So the lady was supposed to be tried on a civil matter, not criminalized, because and you're criminal. Because why you're civil. This is a civil matter. And the president America, we have a historian precedent. But guess what? Our advisors, our council of elders, our lawyers, our advisors, what children say, you bet me I say. But the question is, did the president listen to them? Or did he not? Or did he just pretend that say it's a question for His Excellency to answer. He has people who speak on his behalf. This is my personal opinion.
Okay.
And I have every right to say it. Say Adia Wachi or BA and then one jelly. Sasemi Ebina Wongti Wagana Dana. The president, President Mahama, is on record to have called the former president names. I don't think you want us to veer into politics.
Not at all. We all know. We see that. Yeah.
Yetiti bebre tribe, ethnic groups near the organ Accra. He mentioned and say way for South no what's in. For the benefit of who program here in the old viewers watching, I would rather leave it. Not one kasa 1 year one research will be who. It is on record to say people in this government, make an NDC government, are sponsoring, was sponsoring Crawford, but what did he attempt the previous government? It's on record. It's there. Until what are we seeing now? I say.
So are we also saying, say, and then this lady and all custody, so she's being sponsored by? Well, that you don't have any information.
It could be a perception.
Okay.
And I make sure it's a perception is as real as what? The truth. And it could be true. Say, obi ne piano, and then Safo no wahin, Unwejan, and Yankuto no other jails is here, or serving a sentence. But like I said, this matter should have been tried on a civil way, and no trial civil, so chances are that Obitu are fine and then sign a bond of good behavior. Asa, jail term minimum. So now you see what is happening. Don't be mistaken, say, in the next 2.5 years, say, Bibi Koso, now we have a new government. Now NDC abang wantana subioma. Guess what the new party is going to do? Whether MPP or Afrafranto or whoever. Also, whatever be the same thing.
Yeah, dear coach, when you say we've made a lot of sense, but the main person when you say what obedience from so now say the person is being jailed or sentenced that it serves as a deterrent to others. Said they almost be. I mean, one question the previous government also did arrest people and normal Ekasetia and all that. Were they jailed?
Yeah, I make
remember.
Yeah,
I just wonder yes or no. Were they jailed?
They did jail
them.
So
almost jail and serve as any deterrent to one man. What do you mean?
I don't know. So say political parties, they sponsor each other to misbehave, and no. They are sponsored.
So this 1 year term, this lady in question, it won't serve as a deterrent too, because actually, if you saying it,
who say actually before government ended, make President Mahama ending a term as a certain president, we will come back and sit here and have the same discussion. People will still talk. You can't gag people forever. They will still talk. They will blame the president. And then, Ukujoma, what's in Yema Boyading? Hina no blame no.
Sitting president.
Exactly. What's your abang na ma country na ye ding. Abang na ye say one ka say one actions and na bibi a wo ye e na ama oman na ye emu aye din o. One ka say bi ye obi oye ni hani a oni sika o de beto ade nti na ye sa o. Obi ene oni adwuma o say abang. Nsu ni o say abang. E former ye fi a e kroma ye fi o say abang.
Into achichache ne de ebekọ so.
Oh,
Regardless, say ye jail term, say ye monetary fine, and that's whatever. No, it won't serve as a deterrent to be a.
I keep saying say, "O share cartel ah, a series be. O share cartel ah, the ekosu nyina o say a repetition. It's just playing back, and it will not stop today.
And they just give it something to talk about.
Until they keep, I say stage. Or say wako theater, wako he movie, and now wako he cine, and now why drama, and now do what start say first, and we so ebe and this say at the end of the day, the okay na so watch your script and now we need it's the same script in a repeating a home.
This is how we end it, and guess how we do it? We introduce ourselves separately. Meeting Edeko Kupinedo Ghasa Multimedia, and I'm with
Mensomedi Kennedy, Asari Sechi, Oheneba.
That's it.
One may ask.
Yeah, crowd.